Hello, amazing people. I hope you are doing well. Now, a lot of our problems, I found out they're self-created problems. 90% of our problems are self-created. Now, there were certain things the Bible said, and my younger version didn't understand. My younger version struggled with some of those things. But today, as I grow older, I get to understand that a lot of those principles were actually for my own good. They weren't for the good of anybody else than for my own good. For instance, let's look at this concept number one. The Bible says, "Thou shalt not fornicate." That has been something like you're wondering, but what's up? I've often seen people put things on their status and says, if it's God's will that we don't fornicate, why didn't He give us the private organs right now, as early as this and all that? Now, every time you indulge in this, that is why we struggle with issues of trust. Today, if you are in a relationship with somebody and you find that you have you're distant away, or you're far away from them, sometimes if you find that insecurity, if you are deep inside afraid that maybe these people will cheat on me and all this had to do with this kind of involvements we have had before. It's because we have been indulging in some of these things, so the trust component is broken. And it's actually worse when you find somebody, let's say it was a one night stand. You get it? We just met on a one night stand and then we're like, this happened. So trusting such people sometimes in the long run becomes harder, because you're thinking, okay, will they be loyal to me? Because if they're able to serve me at this moment, won't they be able to serve somebody else the same way? Then that also affects you directly. The same to the component of trust which I talked about. Trust is not fully established, and so you often become afraid. Number two, you pick your own phone, you check pornographic sites and you watch. Then there is a version of you that is never satisfied. You get into comparison. You're seeing somebody's should I call it garage? And now, because their garage is not like yours, then you draw into conclusion that maybe you're not good enough, maybe you're too small, maybe you're too this. And yet these are self-inflicted pains, things that you caused for yourself. Because remember, a lot of these people do enhancements as well, because this is a business. And when you're a business person, you always need to try as much as possible to brand your products well, so that when people see this, their eyes are satisfied. And so that's one of the things that happens in the pornographic sites. They try as much as possible. There are a lot of things that these people do for the lasting of this. And being an editor in videos, you know how you can make a video longer as well. And so a lot of us are now killing ourselves. I want to perform like the way this guy performed. I want to look like this guy looked like. I want to perform like that lady performed. So we're killing ourselves, and these are self-inflicted pains. There are so many things that we have caused for ourselves intentionally. And so today, if I look at the Bible and I'm like, I think a lot of these things make sense. It really makes sense. And so I would encourage you, do not cause for yourself problems. They said, do not open love when it's not ready. There are certain spaces you shouldn't go into. For instance, we have had issues of, for instance, let's say the self-control. So St. Paul says, if you can't control your sexuality, get married. You get it? So there is a way when you start it, it's sometimes hard to stop. Of course, you can stop, right? Someone can stop it. But then a lot of people still struggle with some of these concepts. Why? Because we opened up a chapter. So if you find yourself struggling with some of these things, sometimes they're self-inflicted, but you can still walk yourself out of them. You can make a difference.